Can you remember the dirty data samples, guys?
I don't think I have this, please. Can you please send it?
I sent it last week now. You want me to send it to the chat or to WhatsApp?
To the WhatsApp, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I've sent it. I've sent it to the WhatsApp. So in this dirty data sample, what we have is that we have some data, we have several sheets inside, if you check. But what we want to focus on is, we want to focus on 31, 32, and 33. I don't think we want to focus on others. So we want to focus on 31, 32, and 33. Are we good to go, guys? Can you see how 31 looks? Guys, do we see it? Then we have 32. Yes. Can you see how it looks?
Yes.
33. We can see how it looks. So a lot of us, we have data like this in our organization. Something close or far. And you want to analyze that data. You want to use pivot table, you want to use SUMIF. So what are the things you think is wrong with this data?
Well, the service, this is Modupe. So for the service plan, yes, I'm looking at 31. The service plan, the part, everything, those ones are complete, but the printer sale columns are incomplete. The copier sale, all the sales columns.
Yeah, that's one thing. Any other thing, guys? Suggestion? Suggestion? So there are a lot of things wrong with it. So that is why I'm going to share, this is a PowerPoint slide. So we have some 7 golden rules of data. So once any of these rules is not in any data you want to work with, we say that data is dirty. So it might not be dirty in the form of actual values. It might be just the structure of the data. So the first of them is we need to have one row of headings, which means that each column must have a descriptive heading typed out in the first row. So when you look at our data now, let's go back to our data. I believe I'm sharing my screen, my Excel screen. So in this Excel screen now, I believe I'm sharing. Can you see my Excel screen now?
Yes, yes.
Yes. If you look at it now, how many headings do you have? 1 or 2?
Headings.
Our rule 1 states that you need to have what? Look at the rule 1. 1 row of headings. Each column must have a descriptive heading typed out in the first row.
Okay.
So Solidify is telling us that we have 2, which is very glaring. Can you see? We have first row. We have North Central. Then we have column 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we have Northeast. Then we have 5, 6, 7. Northwest. We have it like that. Which is a problem. You understand? So we always want to have 1 row of headings. If you can remember this data that we have here, it is the same data that I've sent to you. That historical sales data. Can you remember historical sales data that we worked with?
Yes.
Yes. I'm going to show you now. When you check historical sales data, you can see that historical sales data are adhered to that rule. So I believe you will see historical sales data very soon. So this is it. Can you see now that in this, we have region, market, one row of what? Headings and nothing more. So let's continue. No empty rows. You must have content in at least one cell of each row. Never have a completely empty row. So some data we have a completely empty row. If you check these our historical sales, you can see now that it is all rows. I mean, there is no empty row. And if you now check our data 1 or 2 or 3, you will see that some rows have no data at all. So we have 31. Maybe we can't see it easily, but when you check some other, or 33, let's check. It may pass that test anyway. It's not compulsory all of them is failing. But what I'm trying to say is that any data you have must have what? It must have, there must be no empty rows. The third one is no empty column. You should never have a completely empty column. That is self-explanatory. There must be no obstruction around your data. So let your data just be that data. There should not be total row, total column. It is not a report. Can you see that the way we work? We created the report page separately, a dashboard page separately. Don't put them together. It will cause an obstruction. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
Imagine in that data that we have, that we use a pivot table, that at the end, we have a total row. You know, pivot table won't know that that last row is what? It's for total. It will consider it as part of the sales that we had, which is not so. So there must be no total column, no total row, nothing like that. Let your data be as it is. All dates must be in a single column. Yes, a lot of people fail here. All dates must be in a single column. This is it. Some people are going to show you some data. It's going to look like this. They are going to have 1999, 2000, 2001, and they are now going to have some values there. Is that not so? Is that not what a lot of people do? I know most of us would have seen a data like this. Then we now have some values there. Is that it? You guys are
not seeing your Excel.
You are not seeing my Excel again.
No.
Okay. I switched screen already. So a lot of us have data like this. Can you see this, what I'm trying to show you? So they are going to have 1999, 2002, and they have some random data here, random values there. You understand?
Yeah.
So it's not a good way to have your data. Dates, you know, this is a date. Some people are going to even put, you know, this one is even here. They won't put here there. They will put as actual dates. What's this date? 02/10/2021. And they continue like that. 03. You understand what I'm trying to say? It's not a good way to have your data. Always have a single row. So what the question is, how do you want this to be instead? The proper way it should be is you have A. You can call this category or anything you want to call it, or name, I don't know. You can call it name. Then you now come here, you call it date. So you can see now for A now, for the first A, let's call this A1, A2, A3, A3. And this A1, A2, A3. So what you should do now, can you see that for this A1 now? we have 4 particular values for it, right? So what you should have done instead is you have A1 that is going to repeat itself 4 times. It's going to repeat itself 4 times. So that is how this data is meant to be. Then you place special and transpose. You understand? Then we have A2 again, the same way. A2 is going to repeat itself 4 times. So, oh, this is meant to be value. Then dates, you understand? So this date now is going to be this. Control C, paste special, transpose, okay. Then we repeat it like that. So A2 now, we repeat it 4 times again. Then copy the date again. And we put the values it has also there again. Do you guys understand what I'm trying to demonstrate to you? Anybody? Yes. So that's how this data is meant to be, not like this. This is the correct way. This is the correct way. This second table that I have here as demonstration is the correct way.
Okay. We lost you for a minute.
I'm sorry, I don't really know what's happening today. Sorry for disappointment, please. So let me go back to it. I was saying that this second one that we have here is how this data is meant to be. This one. And not like this. So if you are in the organization you work for, if they are storing data like this very first one, so if I are a big girl now, big girl don't take sweet though. Big people don't take sweet. You are now degrading yourself to sweet. Silifa, please come off it. Come off it, Silifa. So that is this is that about this. So you should have a single what column for date. Can you see how I have a single column for date now in this particular one? So, but I'm doing it manually. By next class, you are going to learn how to do it without manual method like this. Like when you want to clean your data in the correct structure. So I'm just showing you a manual way, which is not efficient because let's assume you have your data that is much more than this, much more than this. How do you do it? You cannot be copying and pasting for the whole time. You understand what I'm trying to say? So that's just that about that. So let's quickly go to the next item. Every unique data must have its column. You cannot have a column containing department name as well as dinner name. Each of these data types must have their own what column. So the basic explanation for this is that each data must have its own column. So let's go back to dirty samples, dirty data samples. In dirty data samples, you know, the rule state that what? Let's go back to the rule again. Every unique data must have its own column. So when you check these dirty data samples, where are you? And I come to dirty one. Can you see now? Look at copier cell. It has several columns. Copier cells have several columns, isn't it? It must have its own unique column. Let copier cell be copier cell. Don't let it repeat itself. You can see now we don't even know what this is. It is part printer sales service plan. We don't know what it belongs to. So let it have its own unique column. So basically what we know is that we have regions, North Central, Northeast, Southeast. They should be in a column, not rows. You understand what I'm trying to say? So each of these, they must have their own particular column, not more than one column. Each unique data, just one, its own column, just one. Don't mix it up together. So no totals or subtotals anywhere in your data. So I think I've explained this already. The total and subtotal, they don't have anything they are doing in your data sheets. So that's that about that. Let's quickly jump back to our dirty data samples. So our task now is that we want to clean this data. How do we clean it is the question. So I believe all of us, we are using, is there anybody using 2013 Excel here in this class? Yes or no? Anybody? Nobody? I assume. So, which means that we have the tool required to solve it. We have the tool required to solve it. And should we continue with it now? Are we ready to go? Why are people joining and leaving? I don't understand. We have 3 people left now. Modupe, Jumoke, and Silifa. Where are the others? Yeah, I can see you now. I mentioned your name. I thought you went to buy sweets. What I want to teach is important. I don't want you guys to not be in class. It's better to just send video to you. What do you want us to do, guys? If you are not going to come to class, I think I need to talk to you guys. I saw like 4 people, Macaulay, Joke, and some other guys. I can't see them again. Guys, say something now, please. Let's quickly talk. Modupe. It could be their network. But what I want to teach is important. I don't want people to watch. Maybe we discuss, what should do? You know, the thing is, if you are finding excuse, there will always be excuse. Although I understand that it's difficult to have a class where everybody is going to be present. It's quite difficult, but maybe it's the recording we are doing. So people are using it to do all that stuff. What I will do is that for today, I'm going to discuss with us in the group. For today, guys that are in class, I'm sorry, we are going to end the class very soon. I will discuss with us in the group. Yes, I know. We will discuss in the group and we are going to agree. I get your point, Silifa, that most of them will go to church. Yeah, it's correct. You are correct. But we need to discuss, maybe we need to change timetable or something. We can't continue like this. Now, at least we should be having half of the people in class. Or what do you think, Modupe?
I don't know, honestly, because
Yes, is it a problem with your facilitator?
no, definitely not. It's just the timing. So it's possible some people prefer other times. Maybe we should just switch to another time and see if the turn up will increase. If it does not increase, then it's just the people themselves, not really.
You know, I really need to save you people's time. The thing is, you know, if I record a video and send the link to you, sure you understand?
Yeah.
If you guys watch at your own free, less busy time, what I will teach for 2 hours in class, it won't take more than an hour in a recorded video, right?
Yeah.
So, which means that we have more time to learn. And we can now be doing an additional class where we'll be doing question and answer. We won't teach. Like maybe after every 2 videos, we can now do a Q&A session. So people that have watched video and they have questions based on what they watched, they can now come and be asking in that session.
Yeah.
Maybe that is going to work.
Yeah. That will work.
So we can be doing 2 or 3 videos. I send the link, you watch, then we then do Q&A session. So we really need to discuss about what is going to work for us. Do you guys get what I'm trying to say? So I'm sorry if some of us have sacrificed time, but we cannot continue like this. Or do you think it's fair? The fact is a lot of people paid for this program now. So we should give you what you paid for, right?
Yeah.
So that's the thing. So Jumoke, anything, do you have any comment to pass? Ola Jumoke, any comment to pass? Ola Jumoke, are you here? Okay, that's that about that. I'm going to discuss with us in the group. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for showing up. Apology for any inconvenience. I'm not the one who is the other colleagues.
I totally understand. We all have to gain as much as possible from this. So.
Yes, yes.
And you want to be able to gauge performance or learning.
Yes, that's the issue now. Because some people now have not even, I don't know whether, it's very possible I teach something some people understand, some people don't understand. There is no way I can evaluate. It makes evaluation very difficult. You understand? Yes. And anything you are doing, you have to be able to evaluate to know whether you are progressing or not.
Or not, exactly.
So that's my concern. So guys, thank you very much.
All right.
Let's just say the only thing we did today is we talked about 7 good deals of data, and we talked about we did a review on the dashboard. So I think it's something already. But I'm still expecting us to send our dashboard. Mudupa, you did not, did you? No, you didn't send okay, Olajumoke just sent our own some minutes ago.
I have my dashboard from the last class, but I couldn't get the assignments, the one on the customers and stuff. So
Okay, I'm going to just do a short video about it and send to you. Yeah. Okay,
thank you.
Yeah. Okay, guys, thank you. But I really want to, the assignment is that I want you to design your own. Come up with another set of visualizations. That's what I want you to do, not the one we did in class, Modupe. Come up with your own, different charts, different kind of stuffs, different kind of arrangements. Assume it, yeah. The thing we did is not the only visuals we can get from it.
Could change the background.
Yeah, you can do a lot of things. Change the charts, change the pivot tables, show us something about discount, profits. I mean, there are a lot of categories. Tell a story. So that's it.
You said you were going to send a video on how to work on the dashboard, something around including text, if you have to.
Yeah, I remember. Thank you. I've been trying to remember what I said. I will do that. Okay. Customer and dashboard header. Okay, have a nice evening.
All right, thank you. Bye, everyone.